Okay guys, look what we have here, the new Wanbo X5 Pro. Got the old one there. Stay tuned, I'm gonna do just a small video comparing these two. Let's see if it can beat that model. And of course we have this in-house to test it. New OS, so it uses Google TV, 1100 ANSI Lumens, new dust proofing, new speakers, new airflow there. And of course, if you look at it, it looks pretty premium, guys. Look at that. Home theater projector designed by Wanbo. Of course, native 1080p, supports 4K. Bear in mind, it's still a budget unit, guys. I'm going to leave a link down below so you guys can check it out, the current price. In terms of fan noise, according to the manufacturer, has a noise reduction in comparison to the normal X5. Here you can see the remote with dedicated buttons to YouTube. Google Widevine for Netflix, meaning Netflix 1080p. And of course, you got Disney Plus as well, supported Prime Video. We got our button for Google Assistant as well. Yeah guys, loads of improvement with this unit. Contrast 3000 to 1. We can see a lot of ventilation there on this side. And on the back you can see the power button, one HDMI, two USBs, one headphone jack, power in. It should be one of the speakers, two 5-watt speakers for this model. More ventilation there. And on the side, again, more ventilation. One detachable dust box. Again, they improved the airflow with this unit, dust proofing, etc. And another improvement is this tripod screw. It's not present on the older model. This stand is also improved. Here you can see there's a reference for ceiling mounts. On the front you got that shiny gold there. Actually it looks pretty good if you ask me. Wanbo logo, the lens there on the front, new through ratio as well. Yeah guys, loads of improvements. We're gonna test all that. Consider subscribing, it does help a lot guys, and don't forget the like button. Alright, saying that, let's go to the living room. Let's see what this new X5 Pro is all about. And here we are guys, in the living room. We got our X5 Pro here. Quite a big distance from that wall. This is the distance and how big the screen is at the moment. And guys, right off the bat, very quiet projector. I'm gonna be quiet for a few seconds. I would say this is probably the quietest projector we tested here on the channel. Let's get closer to the wall guys. Let's have a look at our card here. Yeah, it's a massive screen and we are projecting on a very standard white wall. Nothing too fancy, anyone can do this at home. The colors look really good. Very promising, this X5 Pro. Gonna test a lot of things. I'm gonna try to make the video as short as possible. And as you know, this is still a budget unit and they get a little bit blurry on the corners, but as we can see here, you can see like very sharp there. Subscribe, the middle part, and this is my emphasized comparison, why quite big, and the middle part, as I was saying, is sharp as well. Our URL there as well. Yeah, so far so good. Let's check this side. Yeah, you can clearly see subscribe there and share on the green dot. In terms of colors, nothing to complain here. Very vivid. Contrast of this projector 3000 to 1, and again the ANSI Lumens, 1100 ANSI Lumens. Let's turn the lights on, see if you're gonna lose a lot of contrast or not. And so far guys, we got this light on and another one there. Let's turn another one on and everything on. Even this one right on top of the projection. Yeah, losing a little bit, but to watch the movie is not the best, of course. We turn everything off to get the full experience. And as we do on the channel, this is not the proper way to test the lux. What we do, we put it here on the white spot and we see what we get there. 201 on the white square. So this is good for comparison with another units we tested here on the channel. Now let's have a look at some basic colors. Careful, the screen will flash. We're gonna see the yellows, whites, pure black, pure white. And we're gonna pause here. And this is a good test I like to do. So normally we tend to get darker areas on the edges of the projection. being the center a little bit more vivid, and we get that a little bit with this one. We can see it's a little bit darker on the edges, which is quite normal, of course. The main focus is in the middle. Yeah, we can tell that it's not too obvious. For example, here on the yellow is less obvious, but yeah, you can see it there on the edges just a little bit. On this clip, we can see the contrast and saturation of the colors quite well, and you can see the details there on the feathers of the bird. Yeah, guys, it looks pretty good. Here, the skin tones and the details on the eye itself. Wow. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this new model, the X5 Pro from Wanbo. This is not the paid review. They sent me this to test it here on the channel, guys, and this is what we are doing. Of course, I get to keep the unit, but this is not paid whatsoever. Let's get close to the screen. I left all the settings by default. Here with the black and whites, we can see the details there. The sky is not washed out, you can see the clouds there. And on this side, we can see it's not too dark there, so you can see the floors of the building there. Yeah, guys, not too bad at all. Let me stand back. Bear in mind, this is a normal wall, and we are projecting for quite a distance, so it's a big projection size. And on this clip, you can see some darker scenes. I made this one just for testing that, so you can see some darker areas and lighter areas. Yeah, guys, you can see the details there on the background and on the hair as well. I think the camera is compensating a little bit. It looks a little bit dark in real life. Again, a good opportunity to check the details there, darker areas on the phone and the skin colors as well. Same with the buildings on the background. They are visible. Wow, so far I'm impressed with this projector, guys. I was expecting to be good, but so far we don't have any complaints. This clip is good to see the darker areas as well, contrasting with some lighter areas. And here we can see the car on the background. Yeah, guys, in terms of details is there, and the darker areas are very visible, as you can tell. This is a good clip to test the motion blur, if you have any or not. Yeah, I cannot see a lot of motion blur, to be honest, here, guys. Yeah, looks good. And before we move on to Netflix, etc., let me just show you this spreadsheet, just in case, if you're thinking about using this in the classroom. And guys, you can tell the text, it looks pretty clear as well, even on the corners there. It doesn't get blurry. Now with the lights on, depending on the font size, I would say you can use it. Of course, if it's too bright, you won't be able to see. But in this case, you can see the screen and the text, as you guys can tell. And of course, guys, the new OS on this X5 Pro, Google TV, which for me is a massive plus in comparison to the previous unit, the X5. As you can see, we got our apps here, every single app, Netflix certified. This one has Google Widevine Level 1. It supports YouTube 4K, and of course you got Disney Plus, Prime Video, etc. Everything presented in the nicer way, and to set this up was a breeze with the phone. Of course, it connects to your phone via Google Home, and it was quite easy to set it up. Of course, this unit has autofocus, so soon as you move the projector, it will autofocus for you and auto keystone adjust. And of course, guys, open Netflix. We have Google Assistant. As expected, Netflix, full HD 1080p, very sharp, no issues whatsoever. Wow, big plus for this projector, in my honest opinion. And if we have a look at YouTube, we can see 4K is available. And one thing I noticed with this unit is quite fast. This one has 2 gigs of RAM. The previous model only had 1 gig. And yeah, it's a fast unit, guys. We're playing 4K videos here without any issues on YouTube.
Hey, hold on. Wait, are you?
I'm Brazos.
Oh, shit, dude. I used to watch that show with my dad when I was a kid. That was his favorite. Wait, what was the thing you...
Let's now have a look at the decibel meter. So I'm going to be quiet for a while. Yeah guys, I would say this is probably the quietest projector with SSD on the channel. Me whispering triggers the decibel meter, as you can see. I'm going to be quiet again. Yeah guys, very, very quiet unit. In terms of speaker sound, decibels and quality, let's try. Yeah guys, in terms of quality, it's good, it's there. The bass, I think the bass is enough, it's not too strong. It's not the loudest we ever tried on the channel, but in terms of quality, it's there. I would say probably with the soundbar paired with this unit will be very good. But if you want to use just standard speakers, I think that will do, depending on your needs, of course. Now let's try to play some files from an external hard drive, in this case a USB stick. Normally these projectors are a little bit picky with that, so let's test it now. Okay, so it's playing this .ts file. There's no audio for this clip, but it's playing alright, as you guys can see. Okay, so we cannot play the second one. 1080p should be fine, yeah, without any issues. 4K. 24 FPS. The audio codec is not supported. H.265 is playing okay, this one. H.265 60 FPS is not supported. Let's try this Samsung file. This one is .ts, it's not supported as well. There's quite a few that we cannot play, so be aware of that. Audio not supported as well, so we only get image. Alright? In terms of the Play Store, it's very similar to the Android TV store, so it's a bit more limited. So the apps are made basically for the TV, but you do have quite a few options to pick from. But bear in mind, this is not the full Google Play Store as you get on your phone, for example. Of course, if you intend to play, you can do it with this unit. There's not a lot of lag, guys. Actually, it's quite good. Of course, you can connect it to a PS5 or so to play games on the big screen. I cannot test that now, but I'm sure it's fine in terms of input lag. Let me know down in the comments if you have a chance to try a PS5 with this unit, please. But yeah, these small games are very, very responsive, to be honest. And before we wrap the video, let's have a look at the DRM info. Google Widevine here, and we can see, yeah, security level 1. And if we look really quick at IDA 64, we can see there 2 gigs of RAM, model 4K Google TV stick, and is running full ARM Cortex A35 at 2 GHz. And on the GPU, you can see it has the Mali G31. On the Android tab, we can see it's running Android 11. The device is not rooted. And saying that, guys, it's time to wrap this video. Overall, this X5 Pro, for me, it's a very, very good unit. Of course, there's some things you cannot test, like the dust proofing according to the manufacturer. This one has a superior dust proofing from the normal X5. And guys, in terms of calls, as you can see, pretty good unit. Sound is good as well. And the fan, guys, yeah, very, very quiet. I'm going to leave a link down below so you guys can check it out, the current price. Of course, stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to compare this model with the normal X5. And if you want to see some other comparison with another models, please comment down below. I'll try my best to make it happen. If you enjoyed the video, guys, click the like button. Please consider subscribing. It does help a lot the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and hope I can see you all in the next one. Yeah, guys, I've opened the blinds, and as you can see, the image, yeah, it's clear enough. Of course, it's not the proper way to use a projector, but yeah, good unit, good unit.